Brock had a whole life planned for us somewhere else. So when he was killed, I just wanted to blame somebody. Certainly not Philip, not his own father.
I know it's hard to understand. But Brock and I grew up believing that our fathers were just ordinary businessmen. It wasn't until after we were married I realized what Lombard Industries was all about.
How did you accept it?
I had to. We were young and just starting out.
What was Brock like then?
Oh, he was full of dreams, I guess.
You really loved him?
Yeah, I did. But our marriage was like a business arrangement between our fathers. And after we had the children, we both knew it was a mistake.
Did Brock work with Philip all that time?
Yeah. He was being groomed to take over the entire operation. The more he saw of it, the more he realized that he was being trapped into something that he really didn't want. And his anger and frustration made it impossible for us to make a go of it.
Protecting you and the children was so important to him.
After he saw a chance to have a life outside of the family, he softened, and that helped heal some of his wounds. It was because of you that he learned to love again.
Well, he did the same for me. So much of my life ended when Brock died.
That's not true. I know that he wouldn't want you to feel that way. That would just be more waste. Oh, Connie. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for us all. I brought someone with me. I'm sorry.
What's up, Pop? Sawyer came down with the measles 2 hours after Lucinda did. They're in quarantine together down there.
At least she's not alone.
I feel real good about that. What did you want to tell me?
Oh, Kim and I went to get Leanna a present at Bronzini Leathers earlier, and guess who we run into? Her favorite bimbo, Julie, buying up the place.
With what? Her charm?
No, she was charging everything to Tonio Reyes. She made up some phony story about him owing her money for some modeling deal that went sour. I know she's shacking up with him, you know, Andy.
Yeah.
He hit the lottery when she left him.
How do we convince Andy, though, that he's better off without her?
John, do you know when Lucinda's going to get out of quarantine? Because I need to talk to her about the new grants.
I don't know. I don't know. What do you want me to say? If she's not back in time, I guess you're going to have to talk to Kirk. She left him in charge of everything. What's wrong?
You know what's wrong.
Bad timing, I guess.
No, it's not what you're thinking, Caleb.
Why do you two look so guilty? What's going on?
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Doctor recommended natural and you could be regular for the rest of your life.
Nothing's going on. I've got to get things ready for Lakeview Towers, all right?
All right, I'm
I'll
ready
see you in a
whenever
few
you
minutes.
are.
Okay.
Caleb, don't make a big thing out of nothing, okay?
Ellie, I know when you're covering. The reason you weren't home last night is because you were with Kirk, weren't you?
Yeah.
Ellie, why?
I don't know why. I felt very violated after what Philip's men did to me, and when I left the police station, I didn't want to come home alone, so Kirk offered me his couch, that's all.
His couch or his bed?
He offered me his bed, and I took him up on it. And I didn't plan for it to happen.
What about Iva?
Well, Kirk insists that it's over between them.
How can you be so sure? What they had was pretty solid. They might still patch things up.
And I would be the first one to congratulate them.
Ellie, haven't you had enough hurt with Craig and Brock? Why do you want to get involved with a guy who's not free?
Caleb, I am not involved. Besides, Kirk is going to go back to Boston when Lucinda gets back.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. All I know is that when I woke up this morning in a strange way, I had helped Kirk and he had helped me. I feel very bad that it happened, but it did. And I know that it's not going to happen again.
Hope not, Ellen. For your sake.
Julie, where have you been? I'm sorry, Olivia. Traffic was horrendous.
Julie Window?
That's me.
I run the florist shop in the lobby. These are for you.
Oh, thank you.
These are from the new hotel owner, Mr. Tony O'Reilly's.
Tacky, just like him. Take them out of here. It makes this place look like a funeral parlor. Oh, I can't believe Caleb sent me flowers.
Take my advice, honey. Don't fall for that farm boy charm. He's still hooked on Lucinda's daughter, Lily, for all the good
Olivia,
that it'll do.
this is weird.
Will you please not pull on that?
This is very delicate. Leave it alone.
Best of luck today. I'm sure you'd be a knockout modeling overalls. Wish I could be there. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it over dinner. I'll be thinking of you, Caleb.
This is very important. Wonderful indicator. What do you think? I'm the designer here. You are not. You're right. It's all right. And you're nowhere to explain.
Hello. Hello, Mrs. Snyder? Yes, this is Julie Wendell. How are you? Good, good. Is Caleb there? Okay. Could you give him a message for me? Yes. Tell him to pick me up at the Mona Lisa. Right. Anytime after 7 is good. Okay. Oh, and Mrs. Snyder? Will you tell him that I'm looking forward to it?
So where did you see Caleb?
At the Silver Dollar Bar last night.
You can't find a better place to spend your money than the Silver Dollar Bar?
Oh, well, you know, I needed to unwind. Besides, it's a friendly place.
Oh, yes. I've heard that. What'd you get Leanne for the party?
I got her a nice bag and some driving gloves.
Kind of steep, isn't it? You gave her a lot of stuff for Valentine's Day.
So what? It's a big day for her, and I want to make it special. No big deal. See ya.
Ho, ho. Everything set for the party this evening?
Oh, just about. I just have a few last-minute errands to run.
Good. Andy gonna be there?
He told Leanne he was coming, so I expect we'll see him there.
Great.
I was hoping that Susan would relax a bit now that the Lombard trial is over.
Yeah, me too, but she's jumpier than ever.
You think it's the pills?
Yeah, I'd bet on it. Excuse me. Hey, gorgeous. How about I drive home?
Hi.
Hi, darling. I came to make sure you get out of here on time tonight.
I wouldn't dare be late.
Hi.
Hi.
Excuse me.
How's Mag?
Oh, he's in really good spirits. And trying to pretend that absolutely nothing happened.
We'll be releasing him in a couple of hours.
I'm going to go down
you
and see
later.
about that.
All right, honey.
Oh, hi, Casey.
Hi, Ellen. How are you?
Hi. Thanks. Anything I can do to help with the party tonight?
Well, I could always use some extra hands, you know, setting up the food.
I would be glad to help.
And Alex.
Hello. Oh, hi. Hi, darling. Do you want to escort the guest of honor to the party?
Yeah, sure thing. Why don't you drive? I lost my wallet. The last thing I need is the DA riding me for not driving with a license.
Well, maybe it's at the Silver Dollar, you know? We could go check it out.
No, it's not going to turn up there. I know I didn't leave it there. It'll turn up somewhere.
Nyla!
Hi.
Hi, Lisa.
Listen, is there anything I can bring to the party tonight?
I don't think so. I think everything's under control.
Well, good, good. I'm going to be a little bit late. I have to wait until Julie gets through with the fashion show because she's going to move in with me at the penthouse, and I want to be there when she arrives and help her get settled and make her feel welcome.
Be kind to me. Now, I believe in you. And I know that whatever your father was guilty of, it never touched you.
Why don't you come live with me and the children? There's nothing left for us here.
Marjorie, I'm too old to leave my home.
I don't believe that. Home is being with people you love. The children would love it.
Emily, see you for a second?
We need you to stick around a while longer.
Paul, what's up?
Hey, I was hoping that you could tell me when Hal's coming back. I know my mom could use the support right about now.
It's gonna be a few more days, but I'll let you know when I hear anything.
Okay, well, if you do, I'll be staying at my mom's house.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Hope you changed your mind about tonight.
Paul, I'm really not in the mood for a party.
Well, I think it might be good for you to see the people who care about you. You're gonna have to face them sometime.
I'll think about it, okay?
That's all I ask. See ya.
Marjorie, I believe in all that I know, everything I'm familiar with. I don't think I have the strength to make so many changes.
I can't budge them.
Connie, maybe it's none of my business, but I think you have a lot of strength. It took a lot of strength to come forward and give all that information about Philip.
That was for my son, for Brock.
Well, this would be for Brock, too. You should be with his children and share with them all that was good about him. Help them the way he would have helped them.
Mama, please say yes, please.
You and the kids are all I've got left without Frank.
I'll come.
I'll be with Denise and Greg so you can come back for the trial.
Connie, we need you too. We have a beautiful home and a new life that Brock set up for us. Don't you see that we'll finally be free of all this violence and guilt that we've had to live with?
Connie, it's the world that Brock wanted. You can still make a part of his dream come true.
All right. I'll go. You're right, Emily. Brock would want us to be together. All of us.
Live March 2nd, the 1990 Miss USA pageant.
So, you got your walking papers.
I'm free at last.
Don't you forget that diet, Mac.
I don't think Nancy will let me forget it.
You stay on them, Mom. I'll call you later.
We'll call Leanne at Lila's because we're not going to be able to be there.
What's wrong, sweetheart?
Stay on him, Mom. I don't think Nancy will let me forget. That's what's wrong.
We were joking.
Joke all you want to. But eating carefully and getting exercise is more important now than it ever was. And I don't plan to turn myself into your personal private watchdog. It's up to you now, Dan, too. If you want to go down to the office and raid the donut tray, fine. You're a big boy. You know the consequences.
Okay. From now on, I'm going to take extra good care of myself.
Let's take good care of each other.
Hey, I like the way that sounds. I love you, sweetheart. I'm going to do everything I have to get at least 50 more years with you.
Well, that may be a little bit excessive, but it's the right idea. I love you, too. Now, let's go home.
Got it.
Julie, you look beautiful. Couldn't keep my eyes off of you. Did you get my flowers?
Yes, I did. They were gorgeous. Unfortunately, Sheila's got allergies, and she couldn't stop sneezing, so we had to take them out.
Well, it was the note that was important. I hope all is forgiven.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Good. I hoped so when the clerk from Bronzini Leathers called and said you were buying yourself a gift.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Oh, don't thank me now.
You can do that later. And look, no more arguing, all right? It's such a waste of energy. And we have better things we can do with our energy, I think.
Hostess? I'll get it.
Yeah, wait.
It's your day.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, how are
Where you
you?
been?
Well, I stopped off at Andy's to see if he was there. He's not. Is he here?
No, not yet.
Oh, there you are.
Josh, you're good.
Thanks. How are you?
Just fine.
Good.
We got some lasagna.
Yeah?
Whoop, I've got it. Oh,
Hey.
hi.
Congratulations. Here you go.
Oh, thank you so much.
This is Rainey.
Hi,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I don't get to too many parties.
Hey, sure. Here, I'll take your coats.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Hi, Mama. How are you?
Hi.
This is
I know
Rainey.
who this is. Very nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you. Oh, well, I know who you are, too. I've seen your picture on TV and in the papers, and I really love your clothes. They're beautiful. Thank you very much. It's nice to see my son is with a young lady who has such obvious good taste. So doesn't Leah look great tonight?
Yeah, I don't know about the dress.
Oh, what do you mean you don't know about the
I
dress?
don't know about the dress.
Knockout.
Yeah, well, you just got to understand, Casey, if the man had his way, the poor girl would be shopping at St. Mary's Convent.
There you go.
Oh, bless me.
Very good.
See ya.
You give Leanne a present yet?
No. She's looking hot tonight, though, huh?
Come on, calm down, calm down. Your hormones are all over the place.
You're always determined to think the worst of me, aren't you? Yeah, it's gonna give me a complex.
You're my son. Figure it out.
Don't judge everyone else by your own standards, okay?
Don't gobble your food.
Hey, I bet I know what you're thinking.
Oh, yeah, what, smarty pants? Yeah. Better not keep your fans waiting.
Hostess, I'm coming.
Sorry to barge in on a party, but I'm looking for Ian Kramer. Is he here?
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Hi. What's all this, then?
I thought you might miss this.
Oh, great, thanks.
Oh, where did you find it?
Oh, well, I worked out of the Silver Dollar.
Yeah, and actually, Steve, the bartender, happened to pick it up.
Oh, yeah, it happens all the time. I just looked inside and found the address, and the babysitter sent me over here.
Great.
Oh, well, it's really good that you were able to track him down. Please, join the party.
Actually, shouldn't he be going back to the Silver Dollar Bar? I'm sure it's crawling with barflies.
Well, I guess so. I better get back. Thanks anyway.
Yeah, sure.
I'll see you around, and don't be a stranger.
Hi. Hi, Shannon. Hi.
Oh, hi, sweetie. Hi. Oh, congratulations. Thank you.
You must be relieved, huh?
Yeah, I knew it'd turn up.
You're a very pretty girl. Is that why you were out so late last night?
Come on, Pop, don't make such a federal case out of it, okay?
Come on, come on. Some with girl problems I can take. At least they aren't as bad as Andy's.
It will take several months before the Lombards come to trial. The pretrial motions in this case are very, very complicated.
And Emily will have to testify.
There's no doubt about it. She's a key witness, Ellen.
Kim, let's face it. Emily just has this infatuation with criminals.
I think she had not an idea what Brock was into until it was much too late.
Come on, don't be so naive. That's what attracted her to him in the first place, just like James. And when she's not involved with criminals, she's busy robbing the cradle.
Oh,
this punch is really fantastic.
It is
Who
delicious.
is ready for a refill?
No thanks for that.
Lynn?
I'll take some.
A little bit?
I'll get that for you.
Thank you, Paul.
Hey, I'm glad you took my advice.
Yeah, I'm still not sure this is such a good idea.
Well, then it's up to us to convince you.
Hey, anybody mind in the office?
Okay, I get the message. I'll try the hospital. Maybe she's free for dinner.
So let's blow off some steam.
Oh, Kirk, I'm tired.
Oh, come on. We deserve to celebrate.
Not tonight.
Hey, if last night it never happened, would you still turn me down?
Last night did happen.
That's not fair. That's not an answer. Ellie, no one can really understand what happened between us. And since it was just between us, we have no reason to feel guilty, right?
Well, that's what I keep trying to tell myself.
Then believe it. And we need to get out of this room and celebrate a very important business victory together. Now, you with me, Miss Snyder, or not?
It's just no answer. Where could he be?
Well, he's probably on his way.
Maybe that's Andy now.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Lisa. Let me take that for you.
Well, my, I love all your service.
I have some of that information we've been after. Do you have a minute?
Yes, I do. Just,
Excuse us. Come with me.
Where?
I thought most of the kids lived at the dorm.
Well, Leanna and I enjoy being different.
Yeah.
Home's not so bad, Reenie.
But what do you guys do when, you know, when you want to be alone?
We manage.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey. So, Rini, has Paul taken you to the cellar yet?
No, not yet. We haven't gone out that much.
Well, why not? Paul is a terrific dancer.
Oh, come on, not that good.
Broccoli?
Paul's girlfriend seems very nice.
Yes, she is, and a welcome change from Emily. Oh, I wish I could get Emily to stay away from Paul.
It's kind of a handle.
Hey! Guest of honor's supposed to be all up and happy. What's going on?
Oh, I don't know. Well, it's just that everybody thinks I'm very Americanized, and Shannon, I'm a freshman in college, and I still get so confused about men.
Well, that makes you just about as American as just about all the women in this room. Speaking of those men, I'm gonna go find my dastardly double.
Everything is going quite smoothly, and when the groundwork is laid, we should be able to move right away.
Oh, done, and I can hardly wait to see the results.
Well, we should be ready by at least... hello, Lassie.
Oh, don't let me interrupt.
Oh, no, you're a gorgeous distraction.
Oh, go ahead.
Lisa and I have finished our conversation, and I think we should rejoin the party.
Then would you like to tell me what you two
Oh,
talked
well,
about?
let's talk about that.
Grab a glass or a drink or whatever you prefer. I'd like to propose a toast. 2 years ago, this young lady came into my life and into my heart at the same time. I think it would be difficult for any of us to understand the obstacles she's had to go through. But she doesn't look at her past life with resentment or bitterness. She seems to only look ahead with hope and anticipation. We've spent the last 2 years trying to talk and understand each other and grow together. And sometimes we stumble, sometimes I get a little crazy. But we're getting there, aren't we?
Yes.
Anyway, I missed your first birthday and several after that. But I want you to know that I will always look at today as your birthday, because that is the day that you changed my life forever. And I will always love you.
Here, here.
Yeah. Okay, now for the fun part. Now, we talked this past Christmas about what the perfect gift is for an 18-year-old, and we decided there was only one real gift for an 18-year-old girl, and Leanne didn't get that, but no complaints anyway. So I know you've been saving a long time, and we've decided that we would like to contribute the rest of that money. So at home in the garage, there's a car in there for you. And I want you to enjoy it.
Thank you. I love you.
Hey, you okay?
Oh, just great. You know what I did to help Lila get ready for this? Nothing. Kate's got a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, and who do you suppose is going to lift her up so she can blow out the candles on her cake?
Mama will. Come on, don't you give up hope.
Oh, Margot, There isn't any hope. This is as good as it's gonna get. How do I convince Lila of that?
You don't have to convince Mama of anything. If this is as good as it's going to get, that's just fine with her. Casey, she loves you.
How long is that supposed to last? How long do you love a man who can't put his arms around you?
Thank you.
My life hasn't been all that intriguing.
You don't wear humility well at all. You should be very proud of what you did to free your homeland.
Well, it hasn't earned me any respect in Oakdale. I had to fight for everything I've gotten here.
Oakdale's a small town. You certainly impressed my father. He followed the news about Montega very closely. Look, I have an idea. I have to fly back to New York to finish up some things, and then I'm going to go down to Philadelphia to see my family. Come with me.
Well, I have to go to New York for a few days myself. That's a nice idea. I'd like to meet your family. Thank you. It would give me a chance to see how the other half lives in the States.
Oh, I see. You think we're a bunch of snobs who sit back in our mansions on the main line and talk about our family trees all day.
Now you're making fun of me.
I'm making fun of your old world attitude. My father would admire you because you're a self-made man, Tonio. He'll see the same fascinating qualities in you that I do.
You actually bought Emily's condo? She lived there with Holden.
I know that. Don't read any deep psychological meaning into it, Iva. It was a good investment.
Like Emily's partnership.
Exactly.
Oh.
She had to dissolve some investments because of personal problems, and I took advantage of it. If I hadn't, somebody else would have.
You know, Lily, sometimes it is very easy to ignore what really motivates our actions.
I'm not ignoring anything. I'm putting my life back together.
But that's what I thought I was doing until I realized that there were a lot of things about myself that I hadn't dealt with.
You know, I never did hear what happened between you and Kirk.
Well, it goes back a long time. It goes back to Josh and never dealing with the rape. So I've had all these scars I've been carrying around for years, not being able to trust anyone, especially men. I buried all those feelings, and now, with the therapy, I'm finally beginning to understand them.
Well, then maybe there's a chance for you.
No, there isn't, because I can't string him along, not knowing when I'm going to be able to make a commitment to him.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we both asked for too much. After Holden, I thought Caleb could fill up the emptiness, but I just ended up hurting him. You know, I've always had this little voice inside my head warning me that they only cared about the money. And then Derek came along and he proved me right. I'm never going to get used like that again.
Caleb loves you for who you are.
I saw him earlier today. He knows that it's over for us. I hope that he finds somebody to love and appreciate him for just being Caleb.
Well, that's what I want for Kirk. I want him to find someone who wants to share his life.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you very much. You look very handsome tonight.
Hey, I'm the one that's supposed to be giving out the compliments here. Having dinner with a successful model, a successful fashion show.
Oh, thank you so much for the flowers. They were beautiful. I wish you could have been there.
Oh, no, fashion shows are not my thing. I learned that the hard way.
Oh? Get the feeling Olivia's not your biggest fan.
Why? What'd she tell you?
Not much.
Don't believe it. Believe it? Well, I don't believe half of it. No, you see, I was going out with Lily Walsh, and Olivia came on to me. I could have handled it better.
Olivia doesn't handle rejection very well.
Who does? Look, that's enough talk about Olivia.
Yes.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I came from Seattle. I had a rotten life. I decided I could do better, so I came to Oakdale, and I have.
That doesn't tell me much.
I don't want to scare you off.
You won't?
All right. My father split when I was in grammar school. My mom and I didn't get along very well. All I wanted to do was get away from her and that life, which was no life at all. I got pregnant when I was 16. The guy I was dating was older than me, and he decided that we should do the right thing, so we got married. Things were bearable for a while, and then I got pregnant again. One day I looked in the mirror and I saw my mother's life all over again. And it wasn't pretty, believe me. Frankie and I were fighting constantly. Anyway, he decided he didn't want me anymore. And he also decided that he wanted to play daddy for a while, so he hired himself an expensive lawyer and took my babies away from me. I was a nobody with nothing, so I split. If that's too much for you to deal with, I'll understand if you want to get up and leave.
No, I don't want to leave. It took a lot for you to say that. I respect that.
Respect is a word I don't hear often enough.
Well, if there's one thing I learned in relationships, is that without honesty, you don't have much.
Craig, are you sure it's no problem? That's perfect, thank you. Yeah, I miss you too. Oh, okay. Hold on, you can talk to the guest of honor, okay? Hold on.
Thank you. Yeah, Craig? I can't believe you remembered. No, don't send anything, please. No, this phone call is enough. Yes, I will. And please give Sierra and Bryant my love.
I'd hold off on that, John.
Why? I'm simply going to call his landlady to see if she knows where he is. What harm could that be?
Well, none, except if Andy thinks that you're checking up on him.
I want to know why he's not here when he told you he was going to be here.
Well, it's early. Maybe he's on his way.
Would you be this calm if it was Fran?
I'm not going to play that game with you. You want to keep hounding that kid, fine. It's great for his confidence.
Hey, Lily.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right. Come on in.
Here you go.
Thanks.
I'm sorry you have to leave.
Yeah, well, I gotta get back to the office, and now that Craig is gonna let me move into the carriage, he'll have a lot of things to take care of.
Listen, if you get lonely or just want to talk, you give me a call, okay?
I will. What'd I do without you? Now, you go back to Rainey and have a good time at that party, okay?
Okay.
Go.
See ya.
Emily?
Yes, Barbara.
You listen to me, and you listen good. Paul has found himself a very nice young girl, and he's trying to make a new life for himself, so just stay away from him.
Get off my back, Barbara.
Or what? Gonna drag out the old thread again?
Well, I guess it'll work since you haven't told Hal about Adam yet, have you?
I intend to the minute he gets back.
Let me tell you something, Barbara. It's about time. Something else? Mind your own business. As far as my friends are concerned, I can be friends with anybody I want, and that includes Paul. See you around, huh?
Lily, I'll talk to you for a minute.
Something wrong?
Listen, now that Emily Stewart is no longer a partner at Montgomery & Associates, I want her out.
Barbara, she's got nothing to do with the account.
This has nothing to do with my account. I don't want her around that office in case I might run into her. So tomorrow, fire her. Got it?
It's sinful. But delicious.
Yeah.
The whole dinner was.
Listen, why don't I pay the check and we'll go someplace and have an after-dinner drink?
I'd love to, Caleb, but I've got to get back to Lisa's and unpack my stuff. She's been so good to me. Hey, why don't you come back there for a nightcap?
No, now this is my treat. I just wish it didn't have to end.
Me too. Thanks for not judging me for what I told you earlier.
Why would I judge you?
Hey, my mom and Cal thought you were great.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, I had so much fun over at Cal's place. Your whole family is so special.
Why don't we go over there now? It's right around the corner.
Oh, I don't think Cal would appreciate us just dropping
And
in
then
on
you
him.
don't know Cal, and I bet Mama's there, too.
All right.
It's a
sure,
deal.
let's go.
All right. So, how much you... that's blood. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, sorry about the hands. Farmer hands, kind of rough.
Oh, don't apologize. They're wonderful hands. They suit you. Strong and honest.
There's nothing to worry about. I don't think Iva saw us at Emilio's.
I know, but I just don't like sneaking around like that.
Hey, look. We could have stayed. It's over between me and Iva, all right? But in any case, I just want you to know that I had a terrific time tonight. I really did. I laughed. I forgot about my problems. If I recall correctly, you even laughed.
I know, because you're such a dork. Thanks for giving me a ride home.
Evening doesn't have to end.
Yeah, it does.
Ellie, look. You know I love your family, and I don't want to cause a problem between you and Iva, but we can't just ignore what happened between us.
Kirk, what you and Iva had was pretty special, if I recall.
Yes, it was, but it's not anymore. Ellie, you have no idea how much pain Iva and I put each other through trying to save our relationship. We fought for it, we fought hard, and we still lost.
This is confusing to me.
Yeah, of course it is. I just want you to remember how you felt this morning when you woke up in my arms. You remember? I do. And I want to feel that way again. I want to make love to you all night. And I want to wake up next to you in the morning. And I know, under all this confusion, I know that you want that too.
Yes, me.
Beat him in his own game.
When was the last time?
I hope you enjoy sleeping. That.
When was the last time you visited Dallas? Then, to Michael Sharp, everything.
Not business. It's war.
And war breeds traitors.
There's nothing that can stop us.
Falcon Crest, Friday.
Guiding Light, next. PBS station. Fashions by Betsy Johnson. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.